I'm gonna say this to you, and it's really negative, but I wouldn't say it if I didn't believe it. There's there's like a public service announcement thing that's been out here for a while. It's called "Things Will Get Better," and evidently the FBI actually did something with it. I saw they did a little thing talking about how some of them are gay and how some of them have been discriminated against in school, beat up and stuff. And they always end with things will get better. I don't think so. Not in the short term. I think that's dangerous because things won't get better. I'm talking about homosexual children, transgender children, non-binary children, like the video I did on Alicia Keys' son wearing the nails is an example of that. For one thing, I can tell you, if you're young and you're going into middle school and stuff like that, it's not gonna just get better. I think that maybe you'll find friends and you'll find a community, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that things will just get better. When you come out here, and I wasn't transgender or gay, but I was a nerd. Yeah, I was a nerd. I'm sorry, it's my heater. I was a nerd. What I hate about the heater is when I turn it off, all the smoke comes out. I hate that. That thing can run for 3 days clean, but then you turn it off and all the smoke. I wasn't transgender. I'm not transgender. I didn't go to school with anybody I think was transgender, but I was a nerd. And I know that when I got out of school and everything, things would get better. People just stop being immature and people don't just grow up. No. I think that when you tell people that the things will get better, you're giving them a false confidence. And you're telling them in essence, like, it's okay. Like the people that bully you for being gay or transgender, that's okay, and that you got to put up with it. But that's going, good for that. I don't think so, and I'm just talking specifically about the kids in school. I think that the election of Donald Trump and the repudiation against Bernie Sanders and the left, I think that we like to believe things are getting better, but they're really not. And that's just my response on that. I think it's you're filling yourself up with false confidence because things aren't getting better. Things are getting worse. I think the election of Donald Trump and the fact that Trump is still able to do a lot of what he wants to do, I think it shows you America's not as progressive as we'd like to believe it is. Talk about 2020 and we're in the future. It don't seem like it. That's because we're living in a system of smart capitalism where society's not getting better. Society's not becoming like a better thing for Americans. Society's becoming more and more violent. And things are getting a lot tighter. So I really, Trump may get reelected. Don't forget with this coronavirus thing, his approval actually went up. I don't know how. For the life of me, I can't figure it out. I wouldn't bet $1 Trump doesn't get reelected. I mean, Trump does get. I wouldn't bet $1 against it. I guess I just realized with Bernie Sanders that this was like the last chance we had, and that most people are not as progressive as you like to believe. Like Michael Brooks said it. People are going to come to our side because things are going to get so horrific, and things are getting so horrific. But that's more desperation. That's not belief. What the John Mayer song goes, it's not belief. I'm like Michael Brooks in that interview he did with Nouveau Media. I don't really have a lot of confidence. I don't I don't really believe these polls anymore. That everybody's against Trump. I think people are dumb enough to say, look, I'm making money off the stock market, and I'm doing this, that, and the other, and I don't care. I really believe a lot of folks out here are like that. They don't care. They have no qualms about telling you that. It's about making money. And what that shows you is that they're not even really nationalists, that it is just about being screwing the economy. Like for so long we've talked about like billionaires doing it, but now we got people that maybe make $100,000 a year or something doing the same thing and telling you about it. It's based, that's what that is. Instead of you being angry and looking at society and saying this is wrong what Trump is doing, this is wrong how he's butchering the country, how he's just selling off the country, you're like, well, I'm making money off it, so I don't care. I mean, I think we're watching economically Republicans jump ship. I think we're watching Republicans basically say that fuck society. We don't care about society. See that, and that's why I prepare. I make that point very clear. I'm not prepping for a nuclear war. Even if I had $1 million, I would never build a bunker. I'm gonna say it again. I would never spend my money to build a bunker, to dig up the. I would never do that. Now, as far as a well, a deep well, maybe. As far as getting an off-road vehicle or something like that, maybe. As far as getting, those things, yeah. I've always believed, a pandemic in conjunction with economic recession, which is what we're facing now, was the true threat. Because we're living in a society where a lot of people are just getting by. A lot of folks just getting by. And so what does it mean? That means that when you have a major pandemic, like I said, it's 10 times worse because people are already left out. You understand? I knew that. I figured that out. That's the real danger, is people out here just needing food. And with Trump, you've watched a system woefully not prepared. You're watching a pussified, punked federal government not respond or respond late, bringing up expired masks to give the fire departments and police. Like, oh my God, I don't talk about that enough, but that's really tragic. They're giving expired masks to cops, and I mean, hey, I know you gotta be thankful for what you got, but like, dude, these are expired masks. Like, you should be getting stuff that just came out the box 3 weeks ago. For so long, we've had this belief in America being the great. And I think coronavirus shows us America's not great. America's not better than a lot of other countries. And America is in a position to where, we've got doctors in Manhattan wearing deli plate covers, the little plastic cover on the deli plate, on the lid, as a face covering. I'm not saying it to be funny. I'm not saying it to laugh at them. I think that's tragic. I mean, if he's outside, but these guys are intubating people, I guess. They're doing stuff, vapor comes up in the air. I can't, even with my equipment, I wouldn't want to be around that. And they're doing that with a clear deli cover, a deli lid. America's not great. America's got a lot of problems. And going back to the thing I was telling you about with this, it will get better. I don't think so. I think America is moving towards violence. And I don't, for some reason, I don't think anything's going to change after coronavirus. That's the real tragedy, is nothing's going to change. There's not going to be okay, let's get back to the basics. Let's invest money into, I'm sure what'll probably happen is, what's going to happen? You're going to go back to what you had with Obama. That's what I realized. Like, that's all we can really hope for with conservatives, is that things will go back to where they were. See, like, what we're watching is free market capitalism looting the economy. They're looting public services. They're just saying, no, we're not going to do this. No, we're no longer going to do. They're cutting stuff. So the best I can expect after coronavirus, I'm talking about like years down the road, is that if you don't get a progressive like Barry Bernie or something, is that they'll say, okay, we should have a pandemic response team, bring those guys back, and we'll give them some more money. That's it. No one's gonna sit here and talk about absentee voting and you know, voting where you're off the, you know, you're not having to come to a place where there's other people. You're not gonna see movement on those things. No, you're not. You're just gonna see a return, because that's what it is. This is me, the capitalists. They're looting the systems. They're like, fuck the poor people. Fuck the poor people. And this isn't even about greed anymore. This is about public safety, because you have cops and people who are dying. Pandemic response and national health care should be an integral part of the national security framework. Period. We've been at war for so long, we've forgotten that. We were overseas at war for so long. But pandemic response and national health should be an integral part of national security. That should be like towards the top. But when you're a warmonger, you don't really care about other people and how they're affected. You don't really care about that. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't. Anyway, peace, y'all.